Okay, hello guys. We're gonna study 2021 test or achievement test. Now, this paper doesn't have a date on it, but it's labeled as 2021. I hope it's the paper that we have to study. So let's start with it. We're gonna start with section A. هنبدأ بمعنى. Answer all questions اللي هدنا in MCQs. Okay. First question: simplify this to the simplest form. Now, when we simplify, we talked about this before. معناها we add and subtract the same variables or values, and then we simplify it as much as we can. تمام. حنبسطوها أكثر ما نقدر. تمام. So first we take a look at the expression. And why did we say it's an expression? Because we don't have an equal sign. ضروري نقدروا عارفين إن هذا خلاص. نحن عارفين إن الexpression ما فيهاش equal sign. وعارفين لما نلقى equal sign one variable معناها equation، ولما يجد equal sign و two variables معناها formula. عشان نسوون هذينا. ولما يجد عندي arrow معناها شنو؟ يجد function. Yes, function. تمام. Good. Now let's take a look at the expression here. نشوفوا ال like terms. شو معنى like terms؟ like terms معناها اللي زي بعضهم. يعني أنا عندي 14F and 11F. هذين زي بعضهم. معناها نقدر نجمعهم ونطرحهم مع بعضهم. Because you can work on like terms only. بس alike terms you can do them together. تمام. تو عندي 14F plus 11F حتقعد كم؟ حتقعد 25F. معناها واحدة من هذين 25F. Now we're gonna check. كيف نشوفه؟ نشوفوا الأخرى الواي. تمام؟ الواي شو تقول لي؟ تقول لي sorry minus 7y plus 5y. Minus 7y plus 5y. When I calculate this,
The last one.
yes,
The last one.
the last one, yes,
This
the
is,
last one. Let me first. Yes, so this one's -7 plus 5 is going to be -2. So the answer is going to be the last one. Yes, that's it. Do you understand the idea? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Let me pause this for a second. Okay, that's it for question 1. As we said, the answer is the last one. Now let's move on. Question 2, we will see the same questions repeated over and over. So it's going to be easier. The more we study, the easier it gets. Okay. Now, which word describes the angle marked X on the diagram below? أي word describes the angle? So the angle اللي عندي هذه شنو? Let me take a look. Sorry. Here we go.
It's obvious because
Good.
it's more than 90.
Good. It's more than 90, less than 180, so it's obtuse. Okay. So we have to focus on the names of the angle and what do they mean. This one is obtuse because it's bigger than 90, أكبر من 90, and less than 180, وأصغر من 180. Acute means what? It means between 90 and 0. It's acute. يعني more than 0, less than 90. تمام? Reflex means what? Let's talk about the right angle first. This is the right angle. Right angle. It means it's 90 degrees. And the reflex angle means the angle on the back. It means it's bigger than 180. هذه reflex. تمام? That's the idea of the angles. So acute معناها أصغر من 90. Obtuse أكبر من 90 وأصغر من 180. Reflex bigger than 180, less than 360. Right means 90 degrees. Okay. So I have to know the difference between them because they might change the angle. That's it. Let's move on to the next question. Find the mean of these numbers. شو قلنا نحن المين؟ المين قلنا إن
هو مجموع الأرقام على عدد.
Very good. يعني مجموع هذينا I add them together and then divide them by عددهم اللي هو النمبر بتاعهم. كم العدد بتاعهم؟
هو
7 صح؟
هو 7.
7. Good.
Yeah.
So I add them and divide them by 7. That's the idea. So I'm going to do this using a calculator. You got your calculators next to you. Always use them, okay? So I have 3.41 plus 4.56 plus 4.56 again. Yes.
It came out 4.9. How?
Oh. Give me the answer.
4.9.
4.9.
Yeah.
Let me check it. 7.11 plus 8.93. Okay, divide 7. Wait.
5.74.
Yeah, it gave me 5.2. Yeah. Can you check the numbers you had? Maya. You with me?
Yes, mister.
Okay. Do this for a second. Yes, thank you. Let me change the share, please. You have to focus on the numbers when you put them on the calculator. You have to focus on the numbers, okay? Do this. Again. Okay, let's go back to this. As we said, mean means what? Means you add them together and then divide them by 2. So once you add them together, we don't have 6. Wait.
You divide them by 7 and then it gives you 5.74.
And you divide them by 7. Yes, good. Good. Wait a second. Just open this. Sorry. So as we said, we add them all together. 3.41 plus 4.56 plus 4.56 plus 5.26, and focus on the numbers when you put them. Make sure that you don't have mistakes at all. 8.93, and then you divide them by 7, and the answer will be 5.73, and it's 5.74. You get the idea? That's it for the mean. We add them together, we divide them by the number, which is 7, we get 5.74. Now let's move on to the next question. Make sure that you got all the numbers, okay, Maya? Now, question 4, which word describes the correlation shown on the scatter graph below? Which word do you think it describes it?
Negative.
So is it negative?
Yes,
Negative.
good. It's negative because it's going down. How do you know? You always start from the 0 and you go up on the x-axis or the horizontal one and see what happens.
Go up, it is called positive correlation.
Good. If it goes like this, it's positive correlation. If it's like this, it's negative. So this one is a negative correlation. Good job. Now let's move on to the next one. 5. Students in a class are asked their age and how many siblings they have. The results are recorded in the table below. Here we have age 13, no siblings, age 14, no siblings, 1 sibling, 2 siblings, 3 siblings. So here, how many 13 years old students have more than 1 sibling? How many 13-year-old students have more than 1 sibling? Very good. We look at the 13 and the ones have more than 1 sibling. So we don't count this. We count more than 1 sibling on the 13. So it's 6 plus 2 and the answer is 8. Very good. يبقى ليش قلنا هذه؟ لأنه هو قال لي more than 1 sibling. More. ما قاليش 1 and more. قال لي more than. مع ذلك 1 sibling I don't count it. Okay. So it's going to be 6 plus 2. I take it 8. Very good. Now let's move on to the next question. Question 6. Question 6. What is this number to 3 decimal places? What is this number to 3 decimal places? So نحن قلنا for rounding, when they say 3 decimal places, it means you count 3 numbers after the decimal point. يعني لما يقول لك 3 decimal places معناه عد بعد decimal point. لو قال لك significant figures معناه أبدأ عد من البداية. You have to focus on this. Significant figures أبدأ عد من البداية. Decimal places معناه أبدأ عد after the decimal point. That's the idea, okay? Now let's count them. We have 1, 2, 3, and we take a look at the 4th. 9 is big, so we add the 7, 1. So it's going to be what? It's going to be 1.
The last one.
0.358. Very good. So it's going to be the last one. You get the idea?
Yeah.
Good. it's easy if you focus. The difference between decimal places and significant figures is very important. لذلك ضروري نركزوا. decimal places نبدأ نعد بعدد decimal points. significant figures نبدأ نعد من البداية لكن ما نبدأش بالزيروز، ولكن الزيرو في النص نعده، لكن البداية ما نعدش الزيروز. اوكي؟ لكن decimal places they don't care about zeros. أبدأ عد after the decimal place. That's it. Decimal point. Now let's move. Question 7. In question 7, Chaya, Kinjal, and Sajni, I don't know, share $240 in the ratio of 8:4:3. How much will Kinjal get? I don't know if I'm saying the name
Mister,
right.
we add 8 plus 4 plus 3.
Good. First thing we add the ratios. مع بعضنا كم هيقدر؟
15.
هيقدر 15. Good.
200,
What's next?
240 divided by 15.
Good. I take 240 divided by 15. So I say 240 divide 15. يبقى أول حاجة نجمع الريشيوز، بعدين ناخذ الرقم اللي أعطاه لي إياه divided by the total number of ratios. كم يطلع؟
16 multiply
يطلع 16 and then
16 multiply 4.
I take the 16. Yes. Wait a minute. Okay. And
Equals
then
64.
good. I go back and multiply it by
multiplied by 4
4. ليش 4؟ لأن
because he asked for Kinjal.
yes, Kinjal is in the middle. Good. That's Kinjal.
For numbers for Kinjal.
أيوه good. يبقى ناخذ 16
So the
multiplied
answer
by
is
4 to get 64. Do you get the idea?
Yeah.
Good job. Yes, so it's $64. لو يسألني عليهم كلهم أنا كلهم نضرب 16 في 8 16 في 4 16 في 3. لكن هو سألني على كنجال بس معناها نجيب الانسر of كنجال and I give it. Okay. So again for the last time ناخذ الريشيوز نجمعهم. All questions of ratios are like this. ناخذ الريشيوز نجمعهم يطلع نمبر. ناخذ الموني اللي أعطاه لي ونقسمهن على النمبر اللي طلعتها من الريشيوز. يطلع لي نمبر ناخذه نضربه في شنو؟ في الريشيو اللي أنا نبي. Okay. That's it for question 7. Let's move on to the next one. Question 8. What is the highest common factor of 18 and 30? The highest common factor of 18 and 30. I can check by finding the factors. نطلع الفاكتورز of 18. شنو هن الفاكتورز of 18؟ نبدأ فيه واحدة واحدة. نحط 18 هنا. هتقعد 1 times 18. 2 times 9. 3 times 6. صح؟ Sorry. Why am I writing in Arabic? I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Okay, sorry. Do this again. So 18. 1 times 18. 2 times 9. 3 times 6. That's it for 18, right? And then the factors of 18. Now here, I'm going to do 30. Let's do 30. So here. 1 times 30. 2 times 15. 3 times, what's that? 10. And then 4 doesn't count. 5 times 6. Good. These are the factors of 30. توا, these are the factors of 18. بعد طلعت the factors of 18 and 30, I look for the common one and the highest common one. Okay. So the highest common one, أول حاجة common, I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, and I have 6. Very good. So which one is the highest? It's the 6. That's the idea. So the highest common factor between 18 and 30 is 6. That's the idea. Very good. يبغى نركز أنا لما نحل أسئلة زي هذينا طلع الفاكتورز بعدين نشوف which one is the highest and I pick it. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Question 9. Which of these values is the lowest? Which of these values is the lowest? هنا شو حندير؟ حنحول كلهم decimals.
زي بعض اللي يبغى اخليه decimal يبغى percentage يبغى fraction.
Very good. And it's easier if it's decimals. Yes, خليه decimals, it's easier. So this one, how do I make it decimal?
Divide.
It's 0.5.
Good. So I divide it. 5 divide 9 is
555.
Okay, 555. But now, because here I have 3 numbers, do you see them? 3 numbers.
Yeah.
خلاص معنا كلنا نبي 3 numbers after the decimal place. معنا حنقول له 0.555. Okay. نبيكم تركزوا عليها لما أنت تقارن numbers you want to find the smallest, the highest, the lowest. ضروري تخليهن the same count of numbers. لو هدينا 3 خلي هدينا 3 after the decimal point. Same idea. And how can I find this? This one is 57.
57 divide to 100
Divide 100. Good. 57 divide 100.
equals 0.570.
Good, good. So I make it the same here, 9. So it's going to be 0. I'll write it here.
0.570.
5, 7, and a 0. Good. ليش حطيت 0؟ لأن نبي 3 numbers. Let's focus on this, okay? الأخيرة 6 divide 11, I'm sorry. 6 divide 11.
It's 0.45.
Good. 0.545.
Five.
صح? Is it
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
Good. Now, I want to look
Which
for
one?
the smallest one. Which one is the smallest?
6/11.
Good. How do I know?
Because it's the lowest decimal.
The lowest number after the decimal point. Good. لأن هذه 567 هذه 555 هذه 570 هذه 545 and the lowest one is 545 اللي هي 545. If I am not sure of this, نحطها فوق بعضهم ونشوف أي واحد أصغر واحد. Okay. So the answer is 6/11. Very good. This is the answer. You get the idea?
Yeah.
Good, good. Now, let's move on to the next question. Question 10. A box contains only 5 red beads, 6 yellow beads, and 7 green beads. 1 bead is taken from the box at random. What is the probability that the bead taken is green? تونا بنركز. أهم حاجة ضروري نعرف كم في beads في بالبوكس كله. هذه أهم حاجة في probability. How can I know? How can I know the number of
We
beads,
add
all of them?
5 plus 6 plus 7.
Yeah.
Good. I add them together. نزيدهم مع بعضهم يطلع لي
18.
البيتس كلهم. كم يطلع؟
18.
18. Good. So the box has
This is
18
third
beads.
one.
Now I need what? I need the green ones. كم واحد green?
7.
7. So the answer will be
7
what?
over 8.
Very good. 7 over 18. You get the
Mister.
idea? Yes.
Mister, isn't it asking you for like 1 bead? So isn't it supposed to be like 1 out of 18?
They're asking me about the green ones. What is the probability of
Yeah,
taking
yeah,
a
1
green
bead
one?
is taken at random.
well, 1 bead is taken around them. شنو البروبابيلتي انك تاخذ green؟ اذا كان في 7 green معناها
Yeah,
7
okay.
out of 18. That's the idea. Yeah. So the answer is 7 out of 18. Good. This is probability. You took this last year. Now you have to focus on the number of beads. You add them together to get what's the number below اللي هو denominator. وبعدين تشوف الجرين كم هن 7. خلاص you do a fraction 7 out of 18 or 7 over 18. Now let's move on to the next one. Find the scale factor of that shape. A should be enlarged by to get shape B. يعني يبي السكيل فاكتور اللي خلى A B. تمام؟ How do we get this?
We divide
Divide what by what?
6.
9 by
6 divide
9 divided by 6.
Good. We can say 9 divide 6. We can say
It
6
becomes
divide 4. Yes.
so it's
You get a
so the
1.5.
Yes,
is,
same
one-
idea. You can use this or you can use this. Okay, same idea. ليش؟ لأنها it's enlarged. معناها الريشيو هو نفسه هنا والله هنا. So we divide 9 by 6. It's going to be 1.5. You get the idea? So we have to focus on dividing. ما نديرش dividing 9 to 6. لا ضروري same side different shapes. Same side different shapes. Okay, that's it. Let's move on to the next question. So here we have to focus. We divide 9 by, let's do it here. 9 by 6. It's gonna be, so we don't forget. And such. And here, yes, 1.5. Good. Now let's move on to the next one. Let's move on. Question 12. In question 12, we have an expression and values of variables. We're going to use them to find the answer for the expression.
substitution.
Substitution.
That's it. Substitution. Yeah. So you do it with a calculator. You do the numbers and do it with a calculator. A كم? A is -10. So I'm gonna write -10. بعدين plus. I do it as it is. تمام. بعدين bracket. بعدين 3. The 3 كانها multiplied by b.
by
B
-3
أيوة.
-4
-4. أضغط براكتك. نسكر البراكت لأن البي سكرت. And then plus. And then c is 3. I put 3. And then close the bracket. And put square on top of it. If I do it the same steps in the calculator, it will give me the answer. فضروري ركز على الsteps. بقى في حاجة من وريها لك كم. You have to know
71
this. 71. You got 71? Good. Now, في حاجة نبيكم تركزوا عليها. لما أنا نحول حرف letter variable ونحط مكانه value, please put it in brackets like this. لما يقعد يحدى حاجة تمام؟ مش ما تلخبطش. Okay? That's important. So we say -10 plus bracket 3 bracket -4 close bracket plus 3 close bracket power of 2 equals 71. That's it for this question. So the answer is 71. يبقى من جديد this is substitution. ناخذ النمبرز نحطهم مكان letters ونحطهم في calculator كاملة تطلع لي الانسر. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Question 13. The price of a holiday has increased by 10%. The holiday now costs 990. How much would the holiday have cost before the price increase? كما قلنا لما تجيني حاجة زي هذه معناها طول نستخدم الاكس method. ندير البوكسز.
Yeah.
ونشتغل بيهم.
At the top right we do x.
Mister, the answer is 900.
Okay, good. So what do we do here? We put 100.
We write
100% هنا. تمام؟
We had
هذه دي 100%. هو قال لي شنو؟ قال لي increase by 10. معناها لما increase I add 10 it's gonna be 110. صح؟
yeah.
Now here the holiday now costs. شو معنى now؟ معناها تو after the increase. Right? It's after the increase. معناها I'll put it here. لأن after the increase هي معناها I'll put it in front of it. It's gonna be 990. خلاص I do the x method. Multiply these.
Multiply 90 by 100.
And then divide it on 110.
$900.
$900. So 990 times 100 divide 110. It's going to be $900. So you have to focus on the steps, okay? Always focus on the steps. So when we multiply these and then divide on 110, it's going to be $900. Tamam. Let's move on to the next question. Question 14. Now we're going to turn this into what? We're going to turn it into a fraction. Now if
fraction.
لو كان الكويستشن هيك بدون steps as an MCQ, تعال أول وحدة جربها شوفها تطلع لك هذه ولا بالكالكوليتر. If it doesn't, go to the next one. That's the idea. So if you try the first one, you're going to say 37 divide 99.
Yeah, it's the answer.
وتطلع لك هي الانسر. خلاص go ahead and check it. That's it. You don't have to waste your time. It's an MCQ question. لو كان في steps, do the steps, okay? Now, let's move on to the next one. Because don't waste time on the MCQs. لأن شنو؟ هي 1 mark and they don't care about the steps in the MCQs. That's the idea. Question 15. Solve the inequality. We're going to solve this inequality. Let's do it step by step.
Multiply by what's inside the bracket.
تمام. Good. Now you can see here, let me zoom in. إن ال 5 multiplied هنا كلها صح؟ I can expand it صح؟
Yeah.
باهي. لكن expanding this will take a long time. تمام؟ I can do something better than expanding. اللي هي شنو؟ هي أصلا multiplied by all of this. So I can take it to the other side by what?
By division.
Division, yes. يعني ما فيش داعي انك انت تدير لها multiplying جو البراكت. Just take it to the other side by dividing. فهمتوا كيف؟ لأن الidea is the number multiplied by all of this. You can take it by division. So 5 خلاص شلتها الجهة الأخرى by dividing. شن قاعد عندي؟ هذه شن قعدت؟ هذه 6 صح؟ 30 divide 5. So I will have 12 minus 3x bigger than 6. Get the idea? Smaller than 6.
Yeah.
Have smaller sign like this. Okay. Wait a minute. I know. خلاص يبقى 12 minus 3x smaller than 6. What's next?
Okay. Wait.
I
Mister,
take,
do we take the 12?
yeah, why not? Let's take the
12
12, right?
minus 6.
12 to the other side is going to be with a negative sign, Take the 12 to the other side. So it's going to
It's
be
gonna be-
minus 12.
Yes.
أيوة minus 12 هنا. Let's do the answers. هيجي عندي شنو؟ negative 3x smaller sign 6 minus 12 تطلع شنو؟
Negative 6.
Negative 6. Good. And I put the sign. Don't forget to put the sign every time you do a step. Put the sign so you won't forget. تو شنو عندنا؟ We talked
Take by
about this.
division.
Divide شنو؟ By what?
Negative 6 by 3. By
شو-
negative
Not the
3.
sign.
negative 3. ما أنا عندي هنا negative 3
You
بنديرها
don't change the
divided.
sign because you already took it to division.
Wait. هذه negative 3 صح؟ Divide by negative 3. وهذه divide by negative 3, right? What does the rule say? If you
Flip the
divide
sign.
or multiply by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. So each time you divide or multiply by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. معناها هذين حيعدوا مع بعضهم هتجد x وحدة صح؟ And the sign must be flipped. Sign حتكون اكتوى. Okay? So this is x. And this is what? Negative 6 divide negative 3
Equal to.
equals 2. Good. So this is the answer. X bigger than 2. You get the idea? Again, from the first step. Okay. أول حاجة درناها شنو؟ إن ال 5 multiplied by the whole bracket معناها شلتها للجهة الأخرى division. You get a 30 divide 5. Now, on this side, I have 12 minus 3x. Get a 12 minus 3x. تمام؟ Let's do it. 12 minus 3x. شنو حندير هنا؟ حنشيل 12 للجهة الأخرى تقعد negative 12. تمام؟ تقعد negative 12. تو شنو قاعد في الجهة هذه؟ negative 3x. I have negative 3x. والجهة هذه 6 minus 12 حتقعد minus 6. And then I put the sign again. Now I want to divide by negative 3. ليش أنا ندير division by negative 3؟ أحسب نتخلص من negative 3 ما عشان نبيها أنا. تمام؟ وحسب dividing by negative 3 هنا ندير dividing by negative 3 here. Okay? And because of the rule that says if you divide or multiply by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. You have to flip the sign. معناها هذه negative 3 تعدي مع negative 3 هتجد x وحدها وبعدين I flip the sign, focus on flipping the sign, and then I divide these, I'll get 2. So the answer is x bigger than 2. Okay? And that's it for this question. Let's go back a little bit. So the answer is x bigger than 2. Some of these. This is the answer. Did you get the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's move on. Do we have time for question 6? Section B. So we're gonna stop here. Okay, guys, we still have 5 minutes. I'm gonna stop the video and هنوقف ندير coding the video, and then we will come back after 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes break, and then we come back. Hey, see you.